GS, and nobody wanted to play with me because they were all playing D&D, Lorcana, and what's the other one? It's like this bird card game that has a dragon expansion. I don't know. Correct me in the comments. Anyways, I'm getting kind of sauced. But if you go into a local game store and you don't pick up a game, even if you do pick up a game, you should feel compelled to patronize them and not in the sarcastic way. You should buy something from them. And so I did. I bought Modern Horizons 3 Booster Bundle. And we're going to open it now. How many packs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine's okay. I remember the days where you got 10. 10 per booster bundle. I mean, that is Rise of Eldrazi times. But there are Eldrazi in here. So let's go. Mimi, be calm. All right. Inventor's Axe, sure. Sage of the Ennoble, okay. Horrific Assault. Eviscerator's Insight. Thraben Charm. Riddlegate Gargoyle. Pretty good in draft. Tranquil Landscape. That might be workable in an EDH deck. We're getting into uncommons. Lethal Throwdown. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature or sacrifice a modified creature. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. If the modified creature was sacrificed, draw a card. I feel like that would be good in the limited for Modern Horizons archetype, but we're kind of beyond that though. The amount of products coming out of Wizards is just disgusting. Grosses me out. I'm a long-time player. I've been buying cards since the inception. I wouldn't say I was seriously playing until Rise of the Eldrazi, so that's a while out. But I had to grow up. I'm 42 now, in case you were wondering. And hey, our first Eldrazi! Waterscape Battle Mage. When you cast a spell, if it was kicked, probably not, maybe. With its green kicker, exile target artifact or enchantment and opponent controls. If it was kicked for blue, return target. That's pretty good. That's a serviceable uncommon. Consign to memory. Replicate, counter target, triggered ability or colorless spell. I feel like that could be really cheeky in the right pretense. A lot of good players would be able to put that to use in a very maddening way, and I do like that a whole lot. Bogart Trawler. I don't care. Deep Analysis. Looks like there's an Eldrazi there, but I don't care. Okay, so our first rare is the Shifting Woodlands. Shifting Woodlands enters the battlefield tapped, of course, unless you control forest. Hey! Delirium, 2 green. Shifting Woodlands becomes a copy of target permanent card in your graveyard until end of turn. Activate only if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Well, that is Delirium. I like that. I'm setting that aside. I'm setting that up on top of the box because that is going into a deck. Corrupted Shapeshifter. As Corrupted Shapeshifter enters the battlefield... Oh, wait. It's a foil, but it's a common. I don't care. I really don't care. Insect token. I would love a foil germ token. Give me that. All right, that's pack 1. Here we go. Pack 2. Planeswalkers. Crack that pack. And we do. Oh, they got art cards in here? Honestly, I love the art of Magic the Gathering cards, but if it takes the slot of a playable card, fuck off with that. Sorry, I put this as for kids like every audience, but I'm going to say F a magic card. I might say it a couple of times. To bring it back, the spin down in the booster bundle for Modern Horizons 3, very sexy. I do like the 20 knot being a take on the Innistrad, Shadows over Innistrad, I think. But that's Emrakul. You know it's Emrakul. Let's hope for an Emrakul in this bundle. I would love an Emrakul. Bring it on. You know, I just played the Promise End in a game of EDH with my bro. And, well, the Promise End allows you to take his turn for him. And he's a little bit green to Magic, but, you know, what better time to learn? It was very fun. I love taking people's turns badly. Jolted Awake, we do not care. Schmelted Charge Bug. Energy, why? Demon Inferior. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each card you've drawn this turn. Sounds pretty good for blue. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it on to their library for second from the top from the bottom. Second from the top on the bottom. That doesn't roll off the tongue. 4 mana? Nah. Basking Brood Scale. Okay, so it has adapt, and whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put onto Basking Brood Scale, you may create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn creature token with sacrifice and add colorless mana. I do like these. I liked it in Rise of the Eldrazi. I liked even more in Battle for Zendikar the 1/1 Eldrazi Scion. So this is pretty cool. I'm going to set it aside. If you haven't noticed, I'm favoring green Eldrazi. It's because my favorite commander deck to play is a mono green Eldrazi ramp deck. And it just ramps into absurdity with Eldrazi. But if you got the Sylvan Library, if you got the Lifecraster's Bestiary, if you got a well-timed Oblivion Sower, if all the pieces line up, basically, you are looking at some insane gameplay and everybody else hating you at the table. And that's what I like. You know, I don't want to be the medium. I want to be the large bully, or I just want to be kicked out of the game. Because if you're not dominating, why even try? Anyways, moving on. We have Kami of Jealous Thirst. Death Touch for a 2 black, 1/3 spirit creature. 4 and a black. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. This ability costs 4 and a black, less to activate. If you've drawn 3 or more cards this turn, that probably won't happen. I'm sorry. Activate only once each turn. Well, if you activated it twice, I would have to question what the fuck is up. Perilous Landscape. This is new land at common. New to me, at least. Tap for a colorless. Tap, sacrifice, Perilous Landscape. Search your library for a basic island, mountain, or plains. Put it onto the battlefield, tap, and shuffle. I agree. This is going into the will play pile. Cranial Ram. You know what? They're doing a lot of takes on cranial plating, which is my boy. I've won many modern games and tournaments using the cranial plating, and now they're just whoring out the cranial name. I don't agree with it. Let's see what this one does. This is a black-red Artifact equipment with living weapon. Okay, I do like living weapon. When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 black Phyrexian germ creature token, then attach this to it. I don't think you really want that. Equipped creature gets +X+1, where X is the number of artifacts you control. That is what you want. Yes, cranial plating. I'm hesitant to say that's upside for cranial plating because it has color restrictions. So I don't know. Equip cost of 2. Serviceable at best. Ghostfire Slice. Tuna Red. Instant. We're into uncommons now. Devoid. This spell costs 2 colorless, less to cast if an opponent controls a multicolored permanent. Well, you know, if you're playing Commander, you would assume that, but like I said earlier, my favorite Commander deck is Mono Green Eldrazi Ramp. Thank you, Sylvan Library. Thank you, Verdant Bloom. Ghostfire Slice deals 4 damage to any target. That is situational. Hunger Tide Rises. That's an uncommon enchantment. Saga. You know what? We're not doing the Saga. Cursed Wombat. I like that right off the rip by the name. It's uncommon. It is in Gruul colors. Creature. Nightmare Wombat. 2 black-green. Adapt 2. Permanents you control have whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters and put onto this permanent, pay an additional +1/+1 counter, or put an additional +1/+1 counter onto it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Situational. Indebted Spirit. We got a spirit at mono white. Uncommon with Bestow. Afterlife 1. What the fuck is Afterlife? Let's find out. When this permanent is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1 white black spirit creature token with flying. Enchanted creature gets... Okay. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. I have a mono white angel deck. And no, I just don't play mono-colored Commander decks. I love slivers. Anyways, this is good. This is good. I'm gonna put that in the playable pile. And I'm going to say that the playable pile is just playable for me. What I like to play. I like to play stompy decks. I like to play flashy decks. It doesn't matter the color. I just want it to be direct and stompy. So this is my take going forward. Nadir's Nightblade. Whenever 2 in the black for an elf warrior at uncommon. It's 1/3. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I like it. And our rare for the pack is Pearl Ear Imperial Advisor. Legendary creature. It's a Fox Advisor at rare for 1 white with lifelink. Enchantment spells you cast have affinity for auras. That's cool. Whenever you cast an aura spell that targets a modified permanent you control, draw a card. That's cool too. Like it. Our foil is Smelted Chargebug. Although I like the art, I do not care about the energy thing they got going on. You know, that got out of hand in Kaladesh. That got out of hand way fast in Kaladesh Standard. So why bring it back? If you're bringing it back, it's just going to be a shadow of its former self. Hey, people, we're doing Modern Horizons 3. I got a booster box because nobody wanted to play Commander at my LGS, so here we go. Number 2. Editor's note. I'm drinking. All right. But most likely to bring back banding? Who? Said whoever. Who? This guy? Fuck him. Actually, I do like the Eldrazi spawns. A foil Eldrazi spawn would have been great. A foil Eldrazi Scion? Well, I've already made those. Wing it! 1 and a white. Instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Put a flying counter on it. Scry 1. I like it. Infernal Captor. 3 and a red for a creature, Devil Rogue, with exploit. When Infernal Captor exploits a creature, mind you, that's when this creature enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature. So, when Infernal Captor exploits a creature, gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn. Untap that permanent. It gains haste until end of turn. That's pretty baller. Faithful Watchdog. I'm going to enjoy these cards marginally until we see some big Eldrazi. And like I said before, we want to see Emi-chan in this box. I want to see Emrakul. I forget what follows. We want to see the new Emrakul in this box. Okay. Faithful Watchdog. He's good boy. For Celesbian colors, he's a creature dog with vigilance. Faithful Watchdog enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. I mean, that seems all right. It's a 3/3 for 2. You got to have the mana, the perfect mana for it. But at the same time, does this set have a priority on moving counters around? I haven't seen it yet. I thought they liked Eldrazi. Nyxborn Hydra. A Hydra in common, folks. That's X and a green for an enchantment creature Hydra with bestow X green. Reach, trample, as they should. Nyxborn Hydra enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, also as it should. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on Nyxborn Hydra and has reach and trample. It's pretty mundane. Scurlius Sentry. Scurlius? I think I said that right. I'm not usually tripped up on Magic the Gathering card names, but this one, I question about 30%. 3 and a black for a creature, human, knight, rogue with menace. Whenever Scurlius Sentry enters the battlefield or attacks, it connives. That conniving dick. Draw a card, then discard a card. That's all right. If you discard a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. I like it. I like it a lot. At common. The mana cost, in my opinion, could have been 1 or maybe 2 less. Seething Landscape. It's a land. It taps for colorless. Sacrifice Seething Landscape. Search your library for a basic land, basic island, swamp, or mountain card. Put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. It has cycling for island, swamp, or mountain. That's playable. Very playable. Nice mana fixing. I commend that. Contaminated Landscape. It's a land, duh. Taps for colorless. Sacrifice Contaminated Landscape. Search your library for a basic plains, island, or swamp card. Put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle, cycling those colors again. Plains, island, or swamp. Very nice. That's a playable. That's a playable. If you're just getting into Magic now, these might be the best mana fixing options you have, and I commend it. I mean, I know fetch lands are in this set. At least I haven't opened one. I'm privy to information that would lead me to believe there are fetch lands in this set. I don't give a fuck about fetch lands. I already got them. I don't need your fetch lands, Wizards. I need your new Emichan. Marionette Apprentice. For 1 and a black, it's an uncommon creature. Human Artificer with Fabricate. 1. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay, and let me give you the pro gamer tip on this one. If a token dies, it does enter the battlefield and immediately cease to exist. So, if you have a servo, if you have a Thorpter, if you have a bunny, if you have I don't know, worm, whatever, any creature token that dies, it does enter the battlefield technically before it ceases to exist. So, remember that when you fabricate. Proud Pack Rhino. He's 2 and a white for an uncommon creature, Rhino. When Proud Pack Rhino enters the battlefield, choose 1. Put a shield counter on target permanent. If you're not privy, if it would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove the shield counter from it instead. That's a mechanic I could say get the fuck out. And proliferate. That's a mechanic that I love. Yes, let's proliferate. Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of each kind they already have. I do like proliferate. I do not like shield counters. It's confusing. Disciple of Frailes. This card at uncommon is amazing. I love this card. I already put it into my deck. It's 3 green for an uncommon creature, Elf Druid. When Disciple of Frailes enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. Frailes, or Disciple of Frailes, rather, is a 3/3. And on the other side, we have Garden of Frailes. As Garden of Frailes enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. Tap for a single green. This card is bonkers. Okay, maybe not bonkers. It's not going to be your commander. It's not going to be your MVP. But, you know, it's modal. It could be a land. It could be a creature with upside. I like this card. I saw this and I was immediately infatuated with the Disciple of Frailes. Putting this aside for another deck. Meteoric Mace, not reading it, I don't care. Power Balance, red. Oh, we got the nice art treatment for this. It's a rare enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost if 2 spells have the same mana value. Again, that is situational, but at the same time, in Commander, you can have cards waiting in your hand forever. And it seems like Commander is the dominant format in Magic now. I don't like it, but I accept it. I don't think this would have a place in the current standard. I don't think this would have a place in the current modern legacy outside of sideboarding. So sideboard, Commander, maybe. I'm going to put it up top just because it has the rare marker on it. We got Molten Gatekeeper. That's not even Eldrazi. He should be. Artifact Golem for 2 and a red. Artifact Creature Golem. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Molten Gatekeeper deals 1 damage to each opponent. Unearth for a single red. If you're not savvy, unearth means pay that cost. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield. Unearth only as a sorcery. Do like that island, though. Bitchin'. Going up top. Alright. We're through 3 packs. They're on the floor, people. They're on the floor. And we're going for pack 4. Pack 4 of 9. If you're watching, I don't care. If you're not watching, I don't care. I'm just doing this for me. All right. Area auxiliary. It's 3 and a white at common for a creature, Bird Soldier with flying. Enters the battlefield, support 2. That means put a +1/+1 counter on each of the 2 other target creatures. It's a 3/3. You know what? I would draft the shit out of that. And hopefully I had something to back it up in my other picks. But that looks highly draftable, highly breedable. Molten Gatekeeper, fuck you. Tune in the narrative, yeah. Evolution Witness for 2 and a green. Creature, elf, shaman, mutant. 1 and a green. Adapt 2. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put onto Evolution Witness, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. I like it. I would draft it. And I would expect to build around it, though, because it's not, I mean, it's not as situational as the other cards I'd marked as situational, but, I mean, come on. Wither and Bloom for 1 and a black. It's an instant at common. Target creature gains -3/-3 until end of turn. You know what? For 1 and a black, I take it. I like it. I like it there. But we proceed. 1 and a black. Exile Wither and Bloom from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. You know what? Fucking baller. This card, awesome. I like it a lot. I don't have a use for it, but if I was drafting, I would totally be into this. Nobody's watching me. I don't care. I'm doing it for free. Solstice Zealot is 2 and a white for a creature. Rhino Cleric, bitchin', at common. When Solstice Zealot enters the battlefield, you get energy. Oh, you lost me at the energy, Wizards. I don't care. We already had Riddlegate Gargoyle. Warped Tusker for 7 colorless. It's a creature, Eldrazi Boar Beast, at common, with reach. Why does that boar have reach? What the fuck? You know what? If Warped Tusker has reach, why does every Eldrazi not fucking have reach? You know, and I didn't want to bring up this argument. I didn't want to bring it up. But Wizards is drawing it out of me. All the Eldrazi, they're not Titans, right? They are Titans. They totally are Titans. They are called as such. They tower over the Gatewatch, but they don't have reach. They can't put their heads or their hands over their fucking heads. That's impossible. What? No! Warp Tusker, I'm not even reading your shit. Breaker of Creation. Now that's a name I can get behind. It is 6 waste for a creature, Eldrazi, period, at uncommon. When you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each colorless permanent you control. Hexproof from each color. Annihilator 2. It's an 8/4. Sorry, it's going on the stack of playables. I love it. I like this card. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Game Castle. Prove me wrong, Not Just Gaming. I've got it for you. Anyways, Urza's Cave. Oh, Urza's Cave. Okay, so it's an uncommon land. It taps 4 colorless. Pay 3 and tap Urza's Cave. Or sacrifice Urza's Cave. Search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, and shuffle. Oh, well, that's not ramping towards Urzatron. Why the fuck do I care? That is an expensive Evolving Wilds. But at the same time, you can only play 1 Evolving Wilds in a commander deck. So it is on the half. I might put that in there. Suppression Ray. Sounds woke! Just kidding. That's bullshit. 3 hybrid white blue, 3 and another hybrid white blue. For a sorcery and uncommon. Tab all creatures target player controls. Liking it so far. You may pay X energy. You lost me. Then choose up to X creatures tapped this way. Put a stun counter on each of them. Yeah, I mean, it requires me to care about energy. And I have not cared about energy since Wizards banned the Saheeli Goat combo. So, I don't care. Here's our rare Lelia, the Blade Reforged, at 2 and a red, legendary creature. She's a spirit warrior, y'all. At rare, with haste. Whenever Lelia, the Blade Reforged, attacks, exile the top card from your library. You may play that card this turn. I love that. I loved it with Corsair Crucifix. I loved it every time they made a little change to it. I'm a fan. Let's read on. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from your graveyard and or your library and or your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Lelia. Yeah, solid. I like it. I got another rare. It's Aether Revolt. Do I have this card already? Is this a new thing? 2 red for an enchantment at rare. Revolt. As long as a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2. Sounds situational. Let's read on. Whenever you get 1 or more energy counter. Oh no, energy! Aether Revolt deals that much damage to any target. I don't know. You got to build an energy deck to give a flying fuck about this. Right, Mimi? You know what I'm saying. Fuck this card. Eat this card. Eat this card. I'll put it up top just because it's rare. Our foil is Bridgeworks Battle. Oh, no. It's on the back of it. Oh, no. 2 and a green for a sorcery. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Yeah, I like that. What's on the other side of it? It's modal. Tangle Span Bridge works. Enters the battlefield. You may pay 3 life. Okay, it's a land. I mean, all right, sure. Rouse Eric. That motherfucker's an otter right now. Get fucked. Anyways, moving on. Damn, we still got 5 more packs to go. Can I keep up this energy for 5 packs? I don't know. Let's find out. You know what? Art cards can get fucked. I mean, yeah, that looks great. I can't play it. I can't say, yeah, that's the card that art's from. Doesn't work that way. It's just useless. Inspired Inventor. Energy, don't care. Ventor's Axe, we've seen it. Tempest Harvester. Energy, don't care. Here we go. Colossal Dread Mask? Is that a spider? No. You know what? I'm not even reading it because I thought it was a spider. And it's just an equipment. That ain't gonna work for me. We're just gonna speed this up. Tranquil Landscape, though. I feel like I need to note this. Taps for colorless. Sacrifice it. Search your library for a basic forest, plains, or island card and put it onto the battlefield tab. I like it. I mean, I know they're going pussy on mana. But, you know, for new players, that's what they're going to have to play with. You think they're going to get a fetch land? You think there's a fetch land in this pack? Smash that like button if you think there's a fetch land in this pack, because I don't! But prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, you little bitches. I'm running out of sauce. Daddy running out of sauce. Anyways, Sneaky Snatcher. You know what? I'm going to take a little moment here. I just had to send a link to the girl that I really want to fuck. Eat your vegetables, kid. Anyway, Sneaky Snacker is in dim air colors. It's a fairy rogue at common, flying. When you draw your 3rd card in a turn, okay, so it needs to be in these colors, obviously. Return Sneaky Snacker from the graveyard to the battlefield tab. So you're expecting this to die. I mean, it's not a bad card, but it's not my play style, so I don't care. Anyways, Skittering Precursor. 2 in a red for an Eldrazi drone. Now we're talking, baby. It's at uncommon. It has Devoid, which means it doesn't have a color, even though I denoted a color up top. It has Menace. Whenever you sacrifice a non-token permanent, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token with sacrifice this creature, create colorless mana. Consume! I like it. Can't use it, but I like it. If you haven't noticed, I'm a big fan of them Eldrazi. I'm a big fan of them Phyrexia. I'm a big fan of all the villains of Magic, really. Ajani Fells the Godsire. It's an uncommon enchantment. I don't care. Monstrous Vortex. That's a lot of words. Too bad I ain't reading them. Victimize. That's an old favorite. Yeah, we love Victimize. We love to see it. 6. Hey, where's Ren, bitch? Okay, so 6 is 2 and a green for a legendary creature tree folk at rare with reach. Whenever 6 attacks, mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield. I misspoke. Into your hand. As long as it's your turn, non-land permanent cards in the graveyard have retrace. If you're not savvy, retrace is you may cast permanent cards from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying their other cost. That's gonna go up top because I don't know how you use that, but kind of seems fun. In foil, we have Expanding Ooze. I do love the oozes. One in Gruel colors for an ooze. Black green, adapt to 1. Whenever Expanding Ooze attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target modified creature you control. Yeah, sure. And the basic bitch ass swamp. See me rip that shit up? That's how I roll. Alright. Moving on. We got... we already had him. Inspired Inventor for 2 and a white. Creature, human artificer at common. Energy, don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Bountiful landscape. I do like those. Conduit Goblin for Boros colors for a creature. Goblin Warrior common. Oh, it's energy? I don't care. Monstrous Vortex. Is that a reprint? I feel like it's a reprint. Scurry your Gremlins. Hey, now you got my attention. 4/2 Boros, an enchantment and uncommon. When Scurry your Gremlins enters the battlefield, create 2/1/1 red gremlin creature tokens. I don't care about energy. Don't care. Mog Mob. It's red for a creature, goblin, and uncommon. Sacrifice Mog Mob. It deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 targets. I like it. Razorgrass Ambush. Sure. We on Mirrodin with this shit. 1 and a white for an instant at uncommon. Razorgrass Ambush deals 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. I mean, that feels like the rate. That's very typical. I'm not excited by that. Deep Analysis, we had that already. Hey, Wooded Foothills! Pay 1 life. Sacrifice Wooded Foothills. Search your library for a mountain or forest card. Put it onto the library and shuffle. We got a fetch land, baby! We got a fetch land. Yeah, baby. That was forced enthusiasm because I already have these. But it's cool to have them again. You can never have too many fetch lands unless you're like a bitch or something. I don't know. Amped Raptor for 1 and a red. It's a creature dinosaur at uncommon with first strike. I'm listening. It's a 2/1. When Amped Raptor enters the battlefield, you get... Oh, you lost me at the energy. And we got a bird. I do like that bird. Alright. So, we got like 4 more packs to go. 3 more packs to go. I've been doing this for 44 minutes officially. 2 people are watching. Hey, you know what? You swayed me. I didn't think anybody was watching, and I was going to pack it up and take a whiz. But if 2 people are watching, we're going to go further. Let's crack another pack. Planeswalkers, crack your packs. Here we go. Oh no, you don't want to see my stomach. Here's another one. You know what? Fuck these art cards. You know what? At the start of this, I was mildly annoyed by the art cards, and now I just don't fucking care. It's taking up a slot from a card, and that's how you tell if it's real. See that purple right there? You'd be retarded to miss it. But, if it doesn't have that in it, it's a fake card. Anyways, we got Solstice Zealot, seen it. Siege Smash for 1 in a red, instant at common. Split second as long as the spell is on the stack. Players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. The second you introduce split second or storm, you know what? You're alienating new players because new players don't want to see a player go off with split second. They definitely don't want to feel the wrath of a player going off with storm. Why do they do this? They had a pre-release and they're like, yeah, you know what? Split second seems good. No, not buying it. Hey, Corrupted Shapeshifter. He's 3 in a blue for a creature, Eldrazi Shapeshifter. At common, devoid. As Corrupted Shapeshifter enters the battlefield, it becomes your choice of a 3/3 creature with flying, a 2/5 creature with vigilance, or a 0/12 creature with defender. I mean, what are we even doing here? If a 0/12 shouldn't be at least uncommon, then I feel like they're messing up the power struggle here. I like it though. Expanding Ooze, we saw that. Fetid Gargantua for 4 in a black. It's a creature, horror, it's a common. With 2 in a black, Adept 2. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put onto Fetid Gargantua, you may draw 2 cards. If you do, lose 2 life. It's a 4/4. Hexgold Slith. Hexgold Slut. For 1 and a white, it's a creature, slut, at common. 2/1. Energy, don't care. Obstinate Gargoyle. Well, you would assume so. The gargoyle isn't really doing much. It is of stone, don't you know? Anyways. This abstinent gargoyle will not have sex with you. He just won't. They just won't. Don't try. I have. It ended in calamity and crushed egos. The ego death of myself came from the abstinent gargoyle. Anyways, it is 1 white, black for an artifact creature gargoyle at common. Obstinate gargoyle has flying as long as it's modified. You gotta attach something to it to modify it. If you're a pleb and you didn't know. Anyways, it also has persist. When this creature dies, if it had no -1/-1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a minus. And it's a 2/2. So, draft functional. Twisted Landscape. I'm not going to read that again, but it is the, don't tell me. Black, red, and green is the shit. Jund. It's Jund colors. God damn. How long has it been? Twisted Landscape is Jund colors, and it goes on the cool stack because it is the best fast mana Wizards is going to give us right now. Cool. We got Copy Crook. Soak it in. He is 2 blue for a shapeshifter rogue. At uncommon, you may have Copy Crook enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it has, whenever this creature attacks, it connives. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It's a 0/0. I like this card. And you know what? I'm not an infernal eternal asshole. I don't play blue normally. Blue is not my color of choice, but it gets on the stack because it does a lot of stuff. I like that card. I probably won't play it, but I like it. Muster the Departed for 2 and a white. It's an enchantment. I already am snoozing on this. At uncommon, when Muster the Departed enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. All right, well, I'm not excited yet. With Morbid, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, populate, create a token that's a copy of a creature or token you control. All right, you won me over. It gets on the cool stack. I do like Muster the Departed because of the Morbid ability. Stump Stomp for 1 hybrid Gruul colors. Sorcery at uncommon, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Very cut and dry. But wait, there's more. Something on the back is Burn Willow Clearing. Burn Willow Clearing enters the battlefield tapped. Hey, that gets on the cool stat just because it's modal. I like both sides of that card. I think I like the land more, but in a pinch, the fight ability is pretty cool. Oh no, I looked ahead. What's next? Cephalid Coliseum. It's a land in uncommon. You tap it for island. Cephalid Coliseum deals 1 damage to you. I don't care. I play Tomb of the Ancients all fucking day. So bring on the damage. Until I'm at like 5 damage, my life is a resource. And you should think so too, YouTube. You should think so. Anybody's watching now, YouTube people, your life is a resource until you're in dire straits. That is how the game is played. Anyways, it has threshold for blue. Tap. Sacrifice it. Target player draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards. Activate only if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. It gets on the cool stack. Arna. Colonelid Sky Captain? I think so. What the fuck is going on in this card? It is 2 white, blue, black for a legendary creature, Human Knight. At Mythic, baby. Even the fetch lands can't get that Mythic status. We need to get a legendary creature up in here. It has flying. It has lifelink. It has ward. Discard a card. I've seen way better wards. I think the mechanic is stupid anyways. Moving on. Whenever a modified creature you control attacks, double the number of each kind of counter on it. Then, for each non-token permanent attached to it, create a token that's a copy of the permanent attached to that creature. That sounds confusing as balls, but, it's a mythic, so here we go. Next, we got our foil. It's a Petrifying Meddler at 4 and a blue. It's an Eldrazi, so I already like this. It's at common, so I like it less. It has the void, so what? When you cast a spell, tap up to 1 target creature and put a stun counter on it. I hate stun counters. That's going in the suck pile. Look at the suck pile. Look at the cool pile. The cool pile is generously a quarter of the suck pile. Why did I buy this? All right, we got 2 more packs. 2 more packs, people. We're just digging into them. And I have to pee, but you know what? I'm going to go through. Mandibular Kite for a single white. It's an equipment and uncommon. I'm sure it sucks. Living weapon. Equipped creatures get +1/+1. It has flying. Equipped for 3 and a white. Nah, it sucks. Retrofitted Transmogrant. It's a single black for an artifact creature zombie. For 3 and a black, return that guy from your graveyard to the battlefield tap with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. I mean, I guess if you're playing the long game, it could pay off, but that's not the game that I play. Sarspidin Simulacrum for a single red artifact creature goblin. It has haste. It's a 1/1, so what? So 3 in red, sacrifice it, and it deals 4 damage to our creature. I like that. I like that. Still not going on the cool pile because I'm not going to play it, but I like its function. Sage of the Unknowable. You know what? I got to pee so bad. You're just going to have to stare at these for a while. Oh, I made a mess of my cards. Oh my God, I got stones. I'll pee these stones out. Puppy! Puppy, come save me from my kidney stones. I don't care if I got a text message. I'm working here. Papa's got to do the YouTube for the monies. Don't fuck with my Riz. Don't worry, guys. I just peed on the floor. It's cool. Anyways, Daddy needs a drinky. I'm so dehydrated. I thank you all for watching, but I'm oh so dehydrated from all these narrations that I must. Damn. Well, I must rehydrate. Finish that sentence. What's up, party people? Stop looking at my belly. Let me check it. Oh. All right. Well, we're still alive. Anyways, we still got 2 more packs to go. 2 more packs. And you know what? You like and subscribe, and I will send you the card of your choice. Just let me know in the comments. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. You can't stop me. Anyways, let's proceed. All right. We got our second to last pack. We got Sage of the Unknowable. Well, that sounds like fodder just from the outset. I mean, I guess the name isn't horrible, but wow, I sure don't care. It's 1 in the blue for a human wizard at common. You can tap to add colorless, spend this mana only to cast a colorless spell or to activate an ability. And you know what? I'll tell you why this is bullshit. When are you playing blue with the hopes of getting out Eldrazi faster? If you're playing blue, you're not playing Eldrazi. And if by some unfortunate circumstance you are definitely not trying to mana ramp. So, I mean, the card looks good on its face, and if you ramp it, if you draft it, I would say you failed. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault, baby. You just didn't know. You just didn't know. Anyways, moving on. Fuck this card. We got Horrific Assault. For a single green, it's a sorcery. Let's see. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Okay, so it fights. If you control an Eldrazi, you gain 3 life. Oh, whoa! That just put it over the finish line. See that? It's going in the cool stack. Oh, it fell off the cool stack. God damn, I got too many cool cards in this. Damn it, Wizards. Stop making all these cool fucking cards, I guess. I don't know. I like Horrific Assault just for the fighting upside. I want to punch somebody in the face with that. I want to have Oblivion Sower just punch somebody in the face and be like, and then I gain 3 life. And then I gain 3 life. Excellent. Oh, I'm sorry. Emrakul just kicked you in the dick. And I gained 3 life. Moving on. Writhing Crystallis. I saw this earlier. I don't think I care for it. It is 2 and red-green. Eldrazi Drone at common. It has the Void. When you cast a spell, create 2/0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens with sacrifice. Create colorless mana. Yes, we know. It has reach. All the Eldrazi should have reach. They're fucking huge. Have you seen them? Anyways, whenever you sacrifice another Eldrazi, put a +1. I think it's draft good. I think it's limited good. We got Foreboding Landscape. It's another one of those sacrifice it and go get one of those lands. Instant Cool Pile. Consuming Corruption. Is this a reprint? I feel like this might be a reprint. With the angel that has like vampire teeth. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments. Anyways. Instant. Uncommon. Consuming Corruption deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life, where X is number of swamps you control. Maybe it's not a reprint. I think that's pretty cool if you're playing like Ob Nixilis Commander deck. If you're playing Mono Black Commander deck, this could actually win you the game. Like, just hold on to it till the end and be that dick. It's fun. You should try it. Cool Pile. I like it. Oh, geez. It's a Saga. A Saga automatically puts it down in my book. I thought it was exciting when I first saw the Sagas, but now I'm just like, ugh. You expect me to read all those words? I'm sorry that happened. Or really happy for you. I don't know. Whatever. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Tameo, get fucked. Skittering Precursor. We saw that one already. Reef Worm. It's 3 and a blue for a worm uncommon. When Reef Worm dies, create a 3/3 blue fish creature token with, When this creature dies, create a 6/6 blue whale creature token. When this creature dies, create a 9/9 blue kraken creature token. All right. We have the most bonkers card of the set right here, in my opinion. The most bonkers one that I opened. Cool pile. Cool guy. Thumbs up. All the way. Oh, volatile Storm Drake. This seems lame. I mean, 1 in a blue for a 3/2 flyer seems all right out the gate. So let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Let's see what he says. He has flying, hexproof from activated and triggered abilities. When Volatile Storm Drake enters the battlefield, exchange control of Volatile Storm Drake and target creature and opponent control. Oh, it's got energy. Bountiful Landscape, another one of those lands. Regular Swamp, and a zombie token. We only got one more pack to go, and you know what? We're done. I'm not going to open that pack. If you want me to open that pack for you, you better say so down in the comments. Otherwise, I just give it away. I might throw it in the street. I don't fucking care. Fuck you.